Hey, good morning. I'm showing 0900. We'll get started with today's graduation for FFA 1021. Academy 1021. Attention. Captains. Yes, please rise. Face the flag. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Academy 1021. Parade. Rest. First, I'd like to introduce Chief Klinkenberg for a few words.
Good morning. There's kind of a script here, and I'll get to that, but I just want to say congratulations to each and every one of you. It's always fun to come to these graduations and see the enthusiasm, the energy, and quite honestly, a long career ahead of you. So for some of us, it takes us back to when we went through it. It's definitely a great time, and I know there's some folks that are in the back that experienced it as well. So glad you're part of the club. So FFA 1021, as you conclude your time here at the Training Center South, I'd like to reflect on three words: sacrifice, duty, and honor. First, sacrifice. I ask that you recognize the sacrifice that you and your families have made and will continue to make in the service of the great state, for the people of the great state of California. Duty. Duty is the moral and legal obligation that you will subscribe to today as Chief Barley administers the oath. But beyond that, it's a responsibility of knowing what is right and what is wrong as you embark on your chosen profession. And lastly, honor. Honor is the esteem, privilege, and respect that is earned through your ongoing sacrifice to your duty. More than that, it's honoring those that you will serve. It's honoring your family and friends and the decisions you make and the actions you display. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chief. Now, Captain Herbert will recognize the top three scores for academic achievement.
Firefighters, when your name is called, take one step forward to present yourself in front of your class. For the last 7 weeks, you firefighters have undergone a battery of tests to confirm your proficiency and knowledge. In total, you've taken 10 written tests, 19 skills evaluations, and a total of a possible 2,900 points. I would like you all to join me in congratulating the following students. In third place with a 97.8% average, representing the Riverside Unit, Firefighter 2, Matthew Owen. And tied for second place with a 98%, representing Riverside Unit, Firefighter 2, Tyler Hortzman. Also with the second place with a 98%, representing the Madera Mariposa Unit, Fire Apparatus Engineer, Anthony McElroy. And in first place with a 98.1% average across the entire academy, representing the San Bernardino Unit, Fire Apparatus Engineer, Joseph Engelbritz. And now Captain Cunningham will recognize the student who has been chosen by the class to be the Iron Anchor.
Firefighter, when your name is called, take one step forward and present yourself in front of the class. The Iron Anchor Award is awarded to the student who was voted on by their peers. This student exemplifies the following qualities: pride, integrity, humility, respect, and perseverance, and is the result of unwavering selflessness and professionalism. Representing the San Diego unit, Firefighter 2, Sullivan Ramirez. Congratulations, you may join your class.
Good job, Ryan.
Captain Frey and Captain Welcome will now introduce the students to receive their certificates of completion.
All right, firefighters, when your name is called, take one step forward and present yourself in front of the class. All right, representing the Riverside unit, Firefighter 2 Paramedic Nicholas Caddo. Representing the Tulare unit, Fire Apparatus Engineer Jude Acosta. Representing the Riverside unit, Firefighter 2, Andrew Alvarez. Representing the Riverside unit, Firefighter 2 Paramedic Xavier Avalos. Representing the Amador El Dorado unit, Fire Apparatus Engineer Justin Barrios. Representing the Riverside unit, Firefighter 2, Matthew Bolin. Representing the Fresno Kings unit, Firefighter 2, Christopher Bolin. Representing the San Diego unit, Fire Apparatus Engineer Jason Brewer. Representing the Fresno Kings unit, Firefighter 2, Roman Campos. Representing the Tehama Glen unit, Firefighter 2, Kyle Condi. Representing the Nevada Yuba Placer unit, Firefighter 2, Devin Davis. Also representing the Nevada Yuba Placer unit, Firefighter 2, Joseph Dempsey. Representing the Riverside unit, Firefighter 2 Paramedic Aaron Downs. And representing the San Bernardino unit, Fire Apparatus Engineer Joseph Ingebrigtsen. Representing the Fresno Kings unit, Fire Apparatus Engineer Jose Gomez. Representing the San Diego unit, Fire Apparatus Engineer Joe Gooding. Representing the San Luis Obispo unit, Fire Apparatus Engineer Edward Herrera. Representing the Riverside unit, Firefighter 2, Tyler Horseman. Representing the San Bernardino unit, Firefighter 2, Zachary Hunter. Representing the San Diego unit, Firefighter 2, Ryan Jones. And representing the Santa Clara unit, Firefighter 2 Paramedic Paul Kane. Representing the Shasta Trinity unit, Fire Apparatus Engineer Cody Landy. Representing the San Diego unit, Fire Apparatus Engineer Carlos Lopez.
Representing the Riverside Unit, Firefighter 2, Cody Martin. Representing the Fresno Kings Unit, Fire Apparatus Engineer Martin Martinez. Representing the Madera Mariposa Unit, Fire Apparatus Engineer Anthony McElroy. Representing the San Benito Monterey Unit, Fire Apparatus Engineer Benjamin Mueller. Representing the Riverside Unit, Firefighter 2, Christopher Muir. Representing the San Benito Monterey Unit, Fire Apparatus Engineer Saul Palacios. Representing the Riverside Unit, Firefighter 2, Miguel Ramirez. Representing the San Diego Unit, Firefighter 2, Sullivan Ramirez. Representing the Riverside Unit, Firefighter 2, Travis Rasmussen. Representing the Santa Clara Unit, Firefighter 2, Paramedic Jacob Rowe. Representing the Riverside Unit, Fire Apparatus Engineer Nicholas Shack. Representing the Nevada Yuba Placer Unit, Fire Apparatus Engineer Daniel Scheffler. Representing the Fresno Kings Unit, Fire Apparatus Engineer Matt Taves. Representing the San Diego Unit, Firefighter 2, Steven Vasquez. Representing the San Mateo Santa Cruz Unit, Firefighter 2, Monty Villegas. Representing the Mendocino Unit, Heavy Fire Equipment Operator, Ryan Wade. Representing the San Diego Unit, Fire Apparatus Engineer, Brett Wise. Representing the Butte Unit, Fire Apparatus Engineer, Brian Whistlersham. Representing the San Diego Unit, Firefighter 2, Jose Zaragoza. Representing the Riverside Unit, Firefighter 2, Frank Zeladon. Representing the Fresno Kings Unit, Fire Apparatus Engineer Louis Zerbadakis. And finally, representing the Butte Unit, Firefighter 2, Kyle Zelig. Academy Chief Barley will now administer the oath of office.
Good morning, class 1021. I'm going to maybe step off script here a minute. Go ahead, please be seated. You're making me nervous, Stan. Well, good morning, class. In my time, and I'm sure it's probably still out there, there was the comment that the best thing about the academy is watching it disappear in the rearview mirror. So with that in mind, knowing that many of your thoughts are on the road, headed home, on the road headed home, trust me, my comments will be very brief, and then we will do the oath of office. But I did want to take a moment just to express a few thoughts to you. What a privilege it is for me to be here with you this morning to celebrate the accomplishments that you have achieved completing this academy. You can be really rightfully proud of the work you put in the exams and the evolutions that you've completed to get here today. It's well worth the pomp and circumstance that we celebrate this accomplishment. But I'm also here this morning to challenge you and to charge you as you go back to your stations and camps or wherever you're going to be posted. The oath of office that you're about to take is a contract you're making between yourself and the people of California. I hope you've read it and that you will reread it in the days ahead because there's some good stuff in there. So it establishes the standards of how we will conduct ourselves and how we will execute our duties. There are high standards, and I know that you're up to meeting those standards and holding each other accountable to those standards. You will wear 2 reminders of the commitment you're making today. One of them is the uniform, and the other is the badge that you will pin on here in just a moment. They are very apparent and very visual reminders of the public trust that you hold in this position. I trust you will wear the badge and the uniform proudly, but more importantly, that you will uphold the public trust that they represent. With that said, it's now my honor to administer the badge pinning and the oath of office, so please stand. Firefighters, you will now place the badge on your uniform and prepare to take your oath. All right, are you ready? I'll just read the lines and you can repeat after me. As a member of the California Department of, please raise your right hands. As a member of the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection,
As a member of the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection,
it is my duty to safeguard lives and property,
it is my duty to safeguard lives and property,
to be honest in thought and deed,
to be honest in thought and deed,
in both my personal and professional life.
in both my personal and professional life.
I will be exemplary in obeying
I will be exemplary in obeying
the laws of the land
the laws of the land
and the regulations of my department.
and the regulations of my department.
I will never act officiously
I will never act officiously
or permit personal feelings,
or permit personal feelings,
prejudices, animosities, or friendships
prejudices, animosities, or friendships
to influence my decisions.
to influence my decisions.
I recognize the badge of this position
I recognize the badge of this position
as a symbol of public faith,
as a symbol of public faith,
and I accept it as a public service.
and I accept it as a public service.
I will constantly strive to achieve
I will constantly strive to achieve
these objectives and ideas,
these objectives and ideas,
dedicating myself to my chosen profession
dedicating myself to my chosen profession
with the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection.
with the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection.
Congratulations, Class 1021. Thank you.
The ringing of the bell. The fire service is steeped in tradition. One of those traditions is the ringing of the bell. The ringing of the bell signified the beginning of a tour of duty. The ringing of the bell is signified the need to respond and to suppress a fire or save a life. The ringing of the bell also signified the completion of a call, and the bell is well. Sadly, we are very familiar with the ringing of the bell to honor our comrades who have lost their life in the line of duty. Because of technology advances in the fire service, we no longer utilize the ringing of the bell as a means of sounding the alarm. But the tradition, respect, and honor of the bell still lives. So in respect of that deep tradition, the bell will now be rung a symbolic 3 times, thus signifying the beginning of FFA 21's tour of duty with CAL FIRE and in the service of the people of the state of California. It is our hope and prayer that their tour of duty will be fulfilling and surrounded by safety. Thank you.
Passing of the guideline. The guideline has been an identification of the firefighter academy as part of the training process. The significance and importance of the guideline is that it represents the unit. Wherever the unit is, the guideline will be displayed for everyone to see. It is an honor to be the guidon carrier for the unit. In the academy, he or she is known as the class liaison. The class liaison stands in front of the class and is a rallying point for the firefighters to fall into formation every day. The guidon is a symbol of spirit, dedication, teamwork, and class identity. The Training Center South guidon will now be passed back to the instructional staff.
FFA 1021, attention. Dismissed. Class liaison.
Ten 21. Challenge accepted. 10 21. Challenge accepted. 10 21. Challenge complete.